Forest business in this transfer window is not yet done. Bakwa is on his way. Welcome to your transfer news. Afternoon, everybody. Hope you're doing well. It's still morning, isn't it? And welcome to your live transfer news update, because Bakwa is on his way to Forest. If you're excited, make sure you've hit the like button, make sure you've subscribed, make sure you check out the sponsors of the video, okjersey.com. £15 gets you your replica shirt. I've just been informed the Forest away kit is on there as well. And if you use code FFTV, you get a further 8% off. So go get it sorted. Scan the QR code or click on the link. All right, guys. I needed a pick-me-up bit of news. I needed some news because I'm done with Nuno. I'm annoyed with what I've been seeing with the presses and everything else. And what better way to kind of give me a little pick-up than to hear about my boy Bakwa on his way in. You're going to get one with Bakwa on the back. I like that, bro. I like that. You can get the away kit now as well. So, look, the question is, a lot of you are saying, yeah, that's all well and good, but is Nuno going to play him? We'll come on to that. Let's get into the main crux of it. So, I'm getting told medical's already booked. On his way, leaving on a jet plane, coming to East Midlands Airport. He's on his way to sign the medical. And I'm hearing different reports on fees. Some are saying 35 million. Some are saying 40 million euros, that is. So we're talking about 32 to 35 million, somewhere in and around that region. And why do I like this guy so much? Because I think he would be like my second choice to Ligue. It's no secret who I want, like the dream signing, right? But this one, realistic, quality signing. Now, where this is at the moment, Forest have agreed personal terms with Bakwa weeks ago, even if not months ago. Should we do a live plane tracker, watch along plane tracker? I'm sure one of you will figure out what plane he's on, right? But anyway, Forest agreed personal terms with him weeks ago. And it was a case that Strasbourg were being a bit of assholes when it comes to the fee. They wanted 35 million. Forest were at 25 million. They upped the offer. And eventually it was getting to the stage where Forest got to 35 million euros in terms of a package deal. And they were still saying, nah, we want more up front. Now, on top of that, other people came into the race. Leeds came into the race. But Leeds weren't able to compete with Forest on it. And then last week, Fulham came into the race. And there's been this like delay, this situ over the last week or so, where Forest have looked at other options to see whether or not they could get someone who would be better or better value for money and what have you. And some of the names were half decent, right? But for me, if you're gonna go for someone who's better than him, you have to go at Ligue. Just see we're getting backward. Yeah, man. If he gets more than 2 minutes, we'll figure out all the team stuff and everything, right? So why are loads of you asking about his nationality? Come on, guys. Like, let's not do this. Let's not do this, right? What are we saying here? Like, he's French, okay? He's played at all their levels under, I don't know how far back he goes. Let me have a quick look. He's played under 16 France, under 17 France, under 21 France, right? So he's got a secondary citizenship, but he's French. All right, let's not do this. Like, let's leave that kind of talk to other Forest channels who like to do that stuff. Anyway, so he's coming in. Now, Forest have said that they are very confident that they can get him in before the transfer deadline day. Okay, so it's 7 p.m. today. Don't forget, they've moved it forward to 7 p.m. Usually it was like 11 p.m. It's now been moved forward to 7 p.m. Okay, so that's done and dusted in terms of the deadline moving forward. Now, this will be everything that happens today will happen in an expedited fashion. So, for example, if an agreement is reached in principle, and the medical's not done, as long as the paperwork goes through, then Forest can still sign him pending medical, right? That's already there. That's already there. Okay, so there are still, even if it's tight at 7 p.m., Forest can still get it done after the deadline day if the paperwork is in. What happens if they don't meet the deadline? Exactly what I just said, bro. So as long as that is done, then it's fine. Now, what I want to do, I just want to take you through a few things kind of to show where it is. So we started get wind of this early this morning, and now it is starting to... Yeah, we need Tom on standby, man. Oh, by the way, we will be live for transfer deadline day from about 5:30. Make sure you tune in. We'll guide you through the whole thing, right? Yeah, waking up here at 7:02 a.m. Big up to you, man. You're on holiday. I'd take a holiday. I'd take a holiday. You know what? I'm not going to lie to you. Once this transfer window closes, I am going to get some sleep. I really am. By the way, please make sure you've hit the like button. Make sure you've subscribed as well. I think we're like 100 away from 30K. Let me have a quick look. Yeah, man, we are 105 away from 30K. It's up to you guys when we get there, not us. Up to you guys. Deadline is at 7 p.m. UK time, that is. UK time, that is. Yeah, Lee Kang, I don't know if that's going to happen. There's been no movement on that today. We'll keep an eye on it because what a player he would be. Definite upgrade on Gibbs White for sure. But we got McAtee as well. Anyway. Also, I'm getting told now that Cuebano's at the Forest training grounds. So I think videos are being released of him there. We told you that was done 2 days ago, okay? That he was on his way on, what day is it today? Monday. He was on his way on Saturday. So Cuebano will be a Forest player as well. So the here we goes that you should see today are Cuebano, Bakwa, and maybe one juicy, tasty one that we don't yet know about. It's Labor Day in Canada and USA. I'll take a Labor Day. I'm not going to lie. Take a Labor Day. No news on Nuno. Nothing's going to happen today on Nuno until all the transfer stuff is sorted out. Okay, so they're saying Cubano's passed his medical. Okay, fantastic. And also, John Victor got announced yesterday after the match officially. We'd already told you that was a here we go and done, but Forest have officially announced him as well. Anyway, let's get into Bakwa and talk about a few of the details. So Forest, £30 million transfer raid, alive again in brutal deadline day hammer blow to Fulham. Forest are reportedly closing in on a transfer deal that would see them beat Fulham to a £30 million winger. Forest have agreed a deadline day deal with Strasbourg for the transfer of former France international under-21 international winger, according to new reports, and could spoil Fulham's transfer plans in the process. We are the bigger club, no surprise. Sacha claimed on Monday morning that a deal to bring the 23-year-old Dilane Bakwa to the City ground remains alive, and that an agreement in principle has been reached which would see Bakwa signed for Forest for an estimated 35 million euros, aka 30 million pounds. Seamaster back on the wrist. It's the special edition James Bond one. When we have time, I'll show you the back of it. It's beautiful. Strasbourg and Fulham have reportedly also agreed terms, but Bakwa is said to prefer a move to Forest, potentially leaving Marco Silva's side stranded with just hours left in the transfer window. You know what, Marco Silva? If you're feeling stranded, there may be a position available for you as well at Forest soon. Why Forest are bidding on Bakwa? Although Forest have already signed Dan Ndoye from Bologna to replace the departed Anthony Elanga, there's always been a desire for additional depth across the attacking line as the club prepare for their first European campaign in 3 decades. Bakwa, a right winger who can also operate as a wide back or centre forward if required, has scored 9 goals in 68 games for Strasbourg since signing with the fallen French giants Bordeaux in 2023, and has also won 6 caps for France's under-21s. Noted for his dribbling skills and ability to get open in the final third, Bakwa should suit Forest's direct and counter-attacking style under current head coach Nuno Santo for now. And a price tag of 30 million is not viewed as being prohibitively expensive. I do agree with that. Should Forest complete a deal for the Frenchman, Bakwa will become their 11th. Have we signed 11 players? Are we moving crazy again? 11 players. We're going to have to count them up in a minute. Deals following the attacking players of James McAtee, Amari Hutchinson, Calamuendo, Jesus, and Ndoye, many of whom arrived after Santo publicly complained about the lack of summer activity. Fulham had hoped to complete a deal for Bakwa themselves and had agreed a transfer fee with Strasbourg, but Bakwa is said to prefer a move to the City ground, and with Forest now reportedly firming up their interest, a potential move to Craven Cottage may be off. Fulham left reeling, but other irons in the fire. We don't really care about Fulham stuff, right? So, a couple of things to discuss. I agree with the fee. I think the fee is a fantastic deal. Fantastic. Oh, yeah, about 12, man. 12. We're moving. Now we just need a manager who will actually play our players. Now, I think 30 million is a fair price for him. And Forest will do it in a structure, right? So let's just call it 30 million. It'll be divided by 5. So you're looking at, 6 million per year. Peanuts for Marinakis. Okay? So that will be what it is on the PSR books. Now, in terms of what he can offer, I think he's a right winger. He can play on the left. And if I look at his stats for you, he's played 50 games as a right winger, got 9 goals, and more importantly for me, 15 assists. From the left wing, he's played 21 games, had 2 goals and 3 assists. As a right midfielder, you could kind of argue that's still a right winger these days. 16 games, 4 goals, 5 assists. And he has played twice up front, and he got 1 assist there. This guy, for me, the reason I want him, and I'll go a step further. I start him against Arsenal, whoever we've got next, because I want a player who can take the ball, dribble, and put fear into the opponents and just push them back, man. Because of his dribbling skills, he will push them back. If you look to a lower extent, if you look at Somerville yesterday when he came on with his pace, with his dribbling, he was able to literally cook Forest by himself. Bakwa is that kind of player he's just a tight dribbler of the ball. He's stronger than he looks as well. I'm really excited about this one. So this one is looking, another bench warmer, says Tony. This one is looking like it's definitely happening. Now, as I said, I got told the medical is already booked. We will see, and we'll get that confirmed to you as soon as possible. But I trust the people saying that to me. So I am very, very, very excited about this one. What are you guys saying on him? You guys are all talking about Nuno in the chat, man. Are you guys more interested in Nuno or in the signings? I don't know. Let me know. Ndoye isn't ready to start. James, I tend to agree with you, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Ndoye hasn't overly impressed me yet. Any more fullbacks inbound? Well, funny you should say that, because this is the fullback that's coming in next. So Cubano, for those of you who remember the story, he was going to be part of the triple deal from Botafogo. He is now at the training ground, medical done, and Forest have got that signed. Now, Cubano isn't one, if I'm being fully honest with you, that overly excites me. I think he's a good backup, but I think why he becomes a good backup is because he can play left back and left wing. I probably think he's better as a left winger. If I'm being honest with you, I think defensively, I said it the other day, he's built a bit like a Murillo, quite stocky, you know what I'm saying? He's powerful, but he just has a few mistakes in him for me defensively. So if you shove him up the pitch where his power and his pace becomes effective, he's a good crosser of the ball as well. He starts to make sense there, but Forest, I think, will use him as a backup left back, in my estimation. What are you saying, Adam? Hope you're well. Seeing you've been busy in the comments this morning. No point getting excited over someone who won't play Wolfie, or if he does, it will be 5 minutes at left back. I hear it, bro. I hear it. Simon's in the house as well. He says we should get Glasner. Parish is selling Gay against his wishes. I said back when Cooper got sacked, I would take Glasner was my first choice. And then I remember people cooking me at the start of last season saying, you still want Glasner? He hasn't won in 10 games, blah, blah, blah. And now I sit here and I just say, okay, I'll light the cigar. Like, was I wrong? Was I wrong? Next manager poll required. Bro, he hasn't even left yet. He hasn't even left yet. Okay, painful. We are still signing all these signings. Nuno won't use any of them till we're 2-0 down. You lot are so obsessed with manager situation right now. Glasner was also my first choice. Yeah, and people are like, Glasner who? I think, all right, let's talk about Nuno for a second, right? Seeing that you lot is freaking obsessed with it. I mean, I did my official Nuno out video today. And I will reiterate, I'm not Nuno out in the way I was Cooper out, okay? I was, how can I say it? Cooper was taking us down. I could see it from a mile off. Nuno won't take us down. Nuno probably has a good season at Forest. I can't forgive the off the pitch stuff with the presser and all that. I don't mind if he's got beef with Edu. We don't need to know about this beef. Okay, he should have. He could have, not even should have. He could have sorted that out off air, offline. And that's what he didn't do. And then he's played the whole freaking woe is me, I have no signings, where you got your signings and you're not using them. And that yesterday just pushed me over the edge when you're seeing, I think Carlos put a cracking tweet out yesterday. He takes off Ndoye instead of taking off Gibbs White. He replaces Ndoye with the person who should be replacing Gibbs White. Right? I know McAtee can play on the right. I don't have a problem with McAtee playing on the right. But you don't he's got to have the balls to be able, when Gibbs White is having a stinker, to take him off. And he didn't do that. And then he does the same thing, and then he does nothing. What did he do after that? He changed Wood for Igor Jesus. When Forest were trying to play balls over the top, and Callum Mwendo is quicker than Igor Jesus, and he could have put Callum Mwendo there for me. And he doesn't change the system. And then nothing until we go 2-0 down. It's just the pattern's too similar. Yeah, I agree, Adam. But I can cope with negative football if the results are there. If the results are there, cool. You know what I'm saying? But now I'm just seeing, and by the way, some people are saying to me in the comments, what, you want him out over one game? This isn't over one game. If we're being honest and objective, this goes back to April, if not earlier, from last season, where he just bottled the Champions League because his tactics got sussed out. My worry now is everyone looks at the West Ham game yesterday, then they can go and look at the Brentford game. They can go and look at the Everton game. I'm talking Brentford from last season. And that just tells you the blueprint on how to beat Forest. Carlos was very good on the stream yesterday. None of his usual outrageous comments. I love Carlos, man. Yeah, but the thing is, Tim, like, we encourage anyone to have whatever comments they want, be it on the panel, be it you guys in the chat. But yeah, Carlos will be back on more. All right. By the way, why is everyone doing this with John's name? That's not how it's spelled. Everyone's doing J-H-O-N. I think Romano tweeted the here we go with a misspell. I'm pretty sure he is J-O-H-N. Yeah, but I think John was about 6-7 million off the top of my head. He chucked us under the bus because he wants to sack. Terrible behavior. Facts, Nikki. Absolute facts. How are we doing on the likes, guys? How are we doing on the likes? We are Nuno style substitutions. You guys are being reactive rather than proactive. 450 in the house. 104 likes. I'm giving up my lunch hour here. Give you guys the latest breaking transfer news. And I'm getting this slap in the face. Nuno starts like you guys are doing a press conference to tell me you're not happy with the likes. So let's get those likes up. Make sure you're subscribed if you are new. Let's have a quick look. We're now 3 subscribers away from 29,900. 2 now. Thank you to whoever just subscribed. So if 2 more of you are unsubscribed, that brings us down to 100. If 3 of you subscribe, we're down to double digits to get to the big 3-0. So thank you to all of you, new and OGs in the house as well. Yeah, what are you saying, bro? Yeah, your little sister club, Strasbourg, yeah? He knows he's going to the bigger club. He knows he's going to the bigger club. it does, bro. It does. I'm glad you're with me there, Harold. I'm glad you're with me there. Okay. Big Ange is the way forward. Now, there's been a lot of this. I had a really long argument last night with Chris from Forest All Over, right? Because he is, I don't know if you're watching Chris, but he is Mr. Sentimental. And I was telling him why Nuno needs to go and how he was wrong about Cooper needing to stay. You can't even look at his picture on the screen, so it's just, all right, fine, Jess. There you go, just because it's you, Jess. And yeah, we ended up in a long debate. But Chris will eventually see the light as well. He will eventually see it. He knows deep down inside that he's always wrong and I'm always right. At least 60% of the time, I'm right every single time. And my point here is, I don't care about the who replaces Nuno argument. Whoever I want doesn't really matter, right? Do you guys want to know what manager would be top of my shopping list? Do you want to know? Shall I tell you? I mean, it's irrelevant because I don't get a say in it. But I can tell you who I want. I can give you my top 3 choices for managers. I've probably got 5 choices I would take, actually. But it's all pissing in the wind. It's all pissing in the wind. What are you lot saying then? Who would be your choice? Iriola. Ange has no plan B. Tim wants Silva. Enjoy duds. Send a few good crosses in, but there's no one there to tap him in. Good choices there from Dominator. Mike Bassett. Oh, come on, Kitty, man. Don't be trolling it. F-focused, defending, defensible. Is Matt Nuno in? I ain't spoken to Matt about it. Is he Nuno in? Hey, if he's Nuno in, fair play to him. Marco Silva. Glasner. Iriola or Silva. This is a shout. My guy David, he knows ball. Silva. Brendan Rodgers ain't bad. So small, isn't he? He's so small. Shout out to Henry for subscribing. All right, stop saying Ten Hag, man. Silva or Glasner? Silva's an easy one to do for Forest. Mourinho. Oh, come on, man. Some of these names. Yeah, man, you're just trolling, bro. Dyche, come on, man. Like I'm going to believe you on Dyche. Neville. Yeah, Neville would have to, remote manage, innit? You know what? If Forest ever hired Zinedine Zidane as manager, I would be the biggest happy clapper this world has ever seen. You guys don't understand how much Zidane has been my all-time favorite player growing up as a kid. I even, from OK Jerseys, have bought his 98 France top. That's how much I love Zidane. I think I've got a Real Madrid top somewhere with Zidane 5 as well. All right. It's never going to happen. Well, with Marinakis, you never know, right? But I will tell you this. If Zidane joins Forest, which is impossible, my life is complete. My life is literally complete. I will never, ever be Zidane out. Ever. Zidane could take a dump on freaking me and I would still be Zidane in. I would have, you guys think I have blinkers of certain players. You don't know what I'd be like with Zidane in. Dreams come true kind of moments that would be. I would literally cry on stream if Zidane was announced. He headbutts him. He got screwed over there. He got screwed over there. Zidane disaster. How dare you, Matt? How dare you? He's the greatest player of all time, and he's the greatest manager statistically of all time. Of all time. Okay. So have I updated you guys on everything? So am I expecting one or two more? I think it's getting tight now. I think Bakayoko. Bakwa is definitely on his way in. Cubano is done and dusted. Will there be one more? I think pretty much that will probably wrap Forest up, but you never know. I still got this little feeling in the back of my mind that Marinakis has finally blue ticks my messages and he's going to get me at Kliush. I'll be honest with you guys. I think we are still missing one player. We are missing one player. And no, I'm not going to say at Kliush. Would you let him do a Vince McMahon on you, Wolfie? Yes. Dan has open reign to do whatever he wants to me if he comes to Forest. We're buying a kid from Bournemouth for the youth team. Yes, we are. But there's one more position we need. Let me know if you agree with me on that, chat. We need another 6. We need another 6. I love Sangare. I think Sangare is a great player. I know you lot have your agendas against him. I hear it. Oh, yeah, and obviously the manager as well, man. Obviously the manager, right? But I just think, just quick wire end, do you agree with me? We need another 6. Even if Sangare balls out for the season, we still need a 6 for when he's at AFCON. We need a 6. That's why I'm really sad that we didn't get Magassa, the one that's gone to West Ham. I really like him. He would have been fantastic. Musa signed a new contract, Kitty. I'm pretty sure. If I remember rightly, Yunus Musa signed a new contract. What's the sizes like on OK Jersey? I would recommend going up a size minimum. One size minimum, mate. But yeah, they've got the Forest away kit now as well. You can get it for 15 plus 8% off. Use code FFTV and the old QR code. Should have got, man, you know what, Evan? I forgot about Richard Rios. Richard Rios is perfect. Was perfect. Did he go to Atalanta? Who was it that just signed a new contract somewhere that was heavily linked to Forest? I can't remember. Sangare out. I don't like him. Fair enough. Hakan, thank you for subscribing. Is that taking us to 29,900? Let's have a look. Oh my God, we are 1 subscriber away from 29,900. Who's gonna sort my OCD out? Man, there's bare 9s in that number, man. 29899, man. Rico Lewis. You know what? I got caught up in the Rico Lewis hype. I ain't gonna lie to you. He's a dud. I've fully changed my mind on him. He's a dud. Oh my God, Bentner, man. Bentner. No, please play Douglas Luiz. I hear that. No, there was someone else, man. I swear it's Eunice. There you go. Thank you for fixing my OCD. 29,900 incoming. 100 away from 30K. 99 away. 98 away. Look at you guys hitting that subscribe button. Shout out to you guys. 98 to go. Can we do it before deadline day passes? Right. That's the update for you. I won't keep you guys any longer than needs be. We will be back tonight at 5:30. If we get a here we go before then on any of the players, we'll hook you up before then. So have your notifications on. Apparently, some of you were not getting notifications on the live stream. So make sure you're in the Discord. We'll notify you guys there every time we're live, as well as the WhatsApp, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, everywhere and anywhere. We've got you covered. So I will see you guys tonight at 5:30, maybe sooner. We will talk about my top 5 managers, Evan, on the deadline day stream. We'll have the boys on as well. It won't just be me. It'll be a panel show. And yeah, Bakwa, don't say Jinx Serene, because I'm saying it's done. He's on his way. What a player. Hit the like. Make sure you're subscribed. See you in a couple of hours. Come on, you Reds.